Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for this video. I'm going to do a wave. So most fluid artists, I think at some point do a wave, a Dutch pour wave. I've never done one. I've never really fancied it until now for some reason. I'm using up lots of my old Dutch pour mixed paints and I've got lots and lots of blues. So I'm just going to lay them down in a wave and blow it out. Very much inspired by Molly from Molly's Artistry. I'm just going to see what happens, have my take on a cresting wave. So let's get started. This canvas is a 50cm square canvas. I've just sketched on, I don't know if you can see it, a shape of a wave with a pencil. I like to sketch things on because it gives me a rough plan. So I initially sketched it on and it wasn't right, so I've rubbed it out. But if you just pour straight on with your paint, then you only really get one chance at that. So I just want a rough guide for my paint. So I've mixed up some white. All the paints I'm using today, they do have floetrol in. Now, I did an experiment recently where I tried Dutch pours with floetrol and without, because I've got a really dodgy batch of floetrol at the moment. So I'm actually going to be steering more towards Dutch pours without floetrol, but I've got some paints here which I need to use up. So all these paints are to my Dutch pour, to my normal Dutch pour recipe with the floetrol. So I've mixed up some white. So the white is going to be here. So this is going to be some negative space. So I think I'm just going to put that down first and blow that out so that's a nice even coverage. And then add my blues and my colours. So I'm now going to put some of the colours down. I think I'm going to start with the darker colours at the bottom here, and then I think it's going to have some lighter colours here. I've got a whole selection of blues here. I've got a pale blue, I've also got a silver, and I've also got the iridescent blue green by Pebeo. So this is probably my darkest, which is De La Rowney Prussian blue. So let's just put some of that down to start with. So I'm going to have a little bit in my wave here, but I think more of it nearer the bottom. Now this one is Amsterdam Manganese Blue. And then I will come back and add more of these colours if I need to. This one is Phthalo Blue by Amsterdam. Let's put in some of the iridescent turquoisey colour. Oh, that's really pretty, for just a little bit of contrast between the blues. I really like that. So I'm putting that up just really a bit higher on my wave, or towards the centre of it a bit more. Right, this one is a metallic blue. Let's have a look. This one, De La Rowney Graduate Acrylic Metallic Blue. It's a really, really pretty blue. And then Sky Blue Light by Amsterdam. Right, that's quite a lot of paint. What I'm also going to add now is some silver, because the silver should interact with these colours and create some pretty cells. So I'm just going to do quite a thin drizzle of this everywhere. Right, I think, to be honest, I think that's plenty of paint. Right, what I'm thinking of doing is starting, instead of starting here, actually starting here, starting with my peak of my peak, is that what you call it, the end bit of the wave, and trying to blow that way. And because this is so narrow, I'm thinking of actually not using my hairdryer for this bit, but using my breath to blow that around. Let's try. Yeah, really like that. You have a lot more control when you use your breath as opposed to the hairdryer. Do you know, I like it so much, I wonder if I won't use the hairdryer, because this is really pretty. I wonder if I could just do it all using my breath. I hope I don't get too lightheaded. Wow, this is beautiful. You've got such intricate little waves, which you don't get when you use the hairdryer. Now what I'm going to do here is just change the direction that I'm blowing in now. So I've gone this way, but now I'm actually going to come up around this way, I think. Apart from here, actually. Right, so that's my basic wave done. I am loving the results. This looks so different to when you, as I said, when you use a hairdryer. So different. Really happy with this. This wasn't what I was expecting. I've got the most amazing choppy cells and lacing here, where I've just blown some of the colour over the white, and I think that looks really realistic, like little splashes. So I want to just now blow around in the centre to try and thin out the paint, so it's not just the big solid. So the solid's going to be in the centre, but then just thin it out so I've got some little wispier bits right at the edges. I'm so excited by this painting. I haven't got excited about a pour like this for seems like such a long time. I can't believe it's worked, and I can't believe I'm just so happy with the technique I've used. No hairdryer, just using my breath, and it's my own. It just looks so different from all the other wave paintings I've seen. I guess there's a real risk, isn't there? If you copy a technique, which a lot of other fluid artists have done, it just looks like another wave. It just looks the same. But to me, this is actually totally different because it's less tie-dye effect that you get with the hairdryer, but much more little choppy waves within. The iridescents are beautiful. The turquoise and the silver, they've just created lots of little cells, lacing. So the actual detail of this is so pretty. Loving these really faint fluted bits around the edge, and here, that's probably my favourite bit there. So it's really light looking at the edge, and can you see how the edge, you've got more of the lighter colours, the turquoise, and then I added a little bit more dark blue to the peak, to the point of the wave, and also I added a bit more dark along the bottom. So I think it just looks like the deeper water along the bottom. And then it just gets lighter and fluffier as you come round to the peak. I spent quite a long time working on this bit here because I wanted it to curve round, but not too much. I wanted the dark, but I also wanted the light as well. So you had the dark throughout the whole of the wave, but not too dark. So I am really, really happy I have done this. I've been pouring for quite a while now and never done a wave. Really glad I've done it now. So I'll be back when it's dry. So it's now dry. You can see I've just added a few little extra details. I've just added a few little speckles to make it look a bit more like a splash around the edge. I absolutely love it. I am so happy with it. It's just so different. You've got such interesting details, cells, just the choppiness and the waviness of all the blues mixed together and overlapping. Really, really happy. I love how I've got the dark section along the bottom, so it really does look like deeper water. Really loving these thinner, wispier bits. As I said earlier, that's my favourite bit there. But you've got also little bits here, and they do really look like splashes of water. Really, really happy. Love that I've got a plain white background because I think the contrast just works so well. The colour just falls off over the edge, so really nice dark blue edge there, and it drips off a little bit right on the top. I'm just so happy with it. I'm so excited about the technique because I want to do, I think, just a full spiral next. So it won't be a water wave, but it will be a full spiral from the centre and going out and around with this sort of technique, because I just love the intensity of the colour in the middle, but the softness around the outside. So please tell me what you think. Do you think it works? Do you think it looks like a wave? It's definitely a bit more abstract, especially with the little spots. But I guess that's just, yeah, my take on the wave, and really happy with it. Great, thanks so much for watching. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up button. Do consider subscribing to my channel. Great, take care everyone. Bye.